So in this video tutorial, you're going to learn a couple of word processing skills that are required for your IGCSE practical. So the first one is I'm going to teach you about wrap text. So for wrap text, I'm just going to pop in a picture here. And wrap text is all about how text essentially wraps its way around an image. Now, it looks okay here, but it could look so much better. And in order to get wrap text, you need to click on your picture. This icon should appear. If it doesn't, you can always go into picture format and you can get the wrap text option here. If I click on this icon, it gives me the different text wrapping options. Classically, you just want to stick with square or tight. So by clicking on square, you can then see here that the text wraps around the image. It doesn't disrupt the flow of the text, but it still doesn't look that professional. So what I'll do is I'll push the image towards the left, and then again, the text then wraps around. So nice and simple, wrap text, done. The next thing is about a page break. So a page break, we can go onto the layout menu. And when we're clicked on the text, I might decide that actually from this point onwards, I just only want this section to be on this page and I need to insert a page break. So you can click where you want to put the page break. So from this point, anything below this should be on a new page. So under layout, breaks, and then page break, and then you can see it pushes all of that text to another page and the remainder of this page stays blank. Another one is inserting a page. The keyword here is insert. So under my menu, the word insert, and then I've got blank page. And again, you must click where you want this to go. So I might actually decide I'm going to have a blank page after this. So insert blank page, a completely blank page before the next bit of information. You can also find the page break section here as well if you wanted to. So it's in two different locations. The next skill is about the orientation of a page. So we have to pop back to our layout menu and you can see orientation is here. So that is the way that the page is presented in terms of the direction. So you've either got portrait or landscape. So by default, word processing software sets it to portrait. You might be asked to change it to landscape, or you might actually be asked to change one page to a particular layout and the rest to follow a different layout. So for example, we might say that this page must be portrait and the rest are landscape. So in order to do that, I'm going to highlight the text on the page that I need to apply this to. On my layout menu still, I'm going to come here to this little icon and then I'm going to click on portrait under this section here, and I'm going to not apply it to the whole document. I'm going to apply it to the selected text, and if I press OK, you can see it's only applied portrait to that first page, and the rest of the pages in this document are landscape. Now, next skill, columns, which you can see here. So you might be asked to apply columns where the text flows similarly to a newspaper. So we'll focus on this one because, again, when you want to apply columns, you need to highlight the text that you want to apply it to. In an exam, they typically ask you to avoid certain information. So, for example, the title and the byline here, and apply it to the rest of the text. So I'm highlighting this text and I'm going to go to columns. I might be asked to put it into two columns, so I can do that. And the text isn't long enough for you to see the flow into two columns. But if I keep pressing enter, we should see that the text pops up here. Now, you might get a few more complicated questions about columns. So just to show you, if you do, you've got the more columns options here. So you can add more columns. They might ask for particular spacing between the columns. So you can amend all of that information here. I've got two more things to show you, and then it will be the end of this video tutorial. So the next one is all about line spacing. So we're still on the layout menu. And again, highlight the text you want to apply it to. So I'm just going to focus on this section here. And then you've got your before and after. So they will tell you in the exam paper. So I might say before a paragraph, and after a paragraph, you might want a little bit more of a space. So 12, we can go in here as well. And we've got the line spacing options as well as the paragraph spacing. So what we've just looked at was the paragraph spacing. We can also look at the line spacing. So we've got 1.5, double, etc. And then I can press OK. And it will again only apply it to the section that I have highlighted. Okay, line spacing, paragraph spacing done. Very last skill is using the find and replace tool. Now, I really like using the keyboard shortcut for this, which is pressing Control F on my keyboard, which brings this menu here. And then if you just click on this little section here, we've got advanced find. So if we click on that, we're going to go on replace and we could find a word that we need to change. So I'm just going to type in the word the, because we know we'll find that. And I might just to show you, we're going to replace it with the word in capital letters, hello. So we're going to replace all, 46 replacements. And if I press close, you can see the word hello there.